Responding. Oh, get it. Give us took our friendship.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will take the field first. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Hill. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Can y'all protect, bro? That's my weakness. Y'all can't protect the one.
Just keep slinging it.
Look, it's free. I literally watched it.
He'll try to do it himself. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Fires left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just worked the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
Oh, you didn't jump for the ball? This game's reached on the ball. You didn't even jump for the... I pressed triangle. You didn't even go for the ball. This is getting aggravating. They favor the computer way too much in this game. It's really starting to get really aggravating at this point.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And I think that was step 1 for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive, and see what this offense does today.
Leaves it with the running back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks a tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put that kind of push.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That was
like, in reality, if that was a computer that was right there, that would have been an interception. But since it's not a computer, and since me trying to catch the ball, it's an incomplete pass. Like, it makes no sense, bro.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page.
Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Hang on to the ball. Like, I hate this game, man. This game's really starting to make me afraid to quit this game.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Defense looks like they're coming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Cyclones will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already showing signs of a slugfest as they try to build on this 6-3 lead.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They'll try to pop the draw. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 35. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends.
Looking for the end zone. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Touchdown, TCU! from the red zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Horned Frogs have moved it inside the 20. Looking to scramble. He'll take a shot. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Really nice
Like,
3rd down.
y'all can't, like, right side, like, are you stupid or what, man?
Mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
Of course, I'm trying to throw down and it goes up.
His concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Cyclones are moving.
I'm gonna take him out for this game.
They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Cyclones with the 1st and 10.
It might be long.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. It's complete.
Oh, but if I pass that ball, I'm getting hit for animation. For him, he'll just catch it, all right through. Like, I hate this game,
It wasn't a
bro.
great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep.
That is
4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass.
Of course, there we go, getting hit again.
Defensive pressure there that sort of
Every throw, I'm getting hit. Like,
so now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gee.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer.
offensive line is key in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking.
Offensive line, you can't do none of anything.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Across the 45.
Why is everybody holding the ball with one hand? Like, I did not switch the goal to do that.
And he got away from the defense and takes it
Hate
in.
that.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
It's raining too.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, the ground game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like I got
He caught that? That's hilarious, man.
Apply some great game
He really
pressure to
caught
these guys.
that,
So I think
and then all of a
get the
sudden
ball
we can't
first,
catch
driving down
nothing.
Scoring right here would be huge.
That should be an interception, but somehow he jerk pass.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the tailback. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Now my team can't, like, I don't get this game at times, man. This game pisses me off to the max already
How about
too
the
much.
offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The run from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a third and long. 42 Spider. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Going to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. They got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarter.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. 20. Touchdown, TCU! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Newberry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Here we go.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Tackled there by the defense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Horned Frogs will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll go to the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And some room to work.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, not before he gets to first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Iowa State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. We're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters and a lot of...
Touchdown, Cyclones! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Off play action on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Back open in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted.
There's the BS interceptions. Like, if that was my guy jumping, though, it'd be incomplete, or they would call that. Like, I hate this game, man.
A play by this defense to get the football. He'll keep it himself. Got some room to run. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Leaves it with the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
It's a running room. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his
and he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab inside the 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A strike downfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's got it. Touchdown, TCU. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking left. Got a man. It's Hardy. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Spins away from the defender.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Complete to the right. That will
It's funny, if that was the opposite, he would have accepted that instead of trying to knock it down. I hate this game, man.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Iowa State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On to attempt to try. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
We sensed a Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So TCU's offense will come out first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X1.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on fourth down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Street. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. From the one, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Gee. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're setting up the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in a hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on first down. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. And on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw at Street. Right down the middle. He's got it. There he goes. Oh, what a cut. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Buys a little time. Oh, better look out. Turning on the Jets. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Irish! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Street. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just... through his fingers.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back, because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Right on target this time. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, punt.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Street. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take... Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Going right to work up top. They'll run the screen. Now we'll get a chance. He's loose on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Horned Frog. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They weren't able to make the connection.
I swear, if that's us throwing that ball, that's a pick every time, man. This game's getting on my nerves.
Made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right?
Like come on. Like, make it even.
Like him, it's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Of course, it's a perfect high. He catches high, he don't do animation, he catches it normal. Like, but when I throw that ball, I'm getting back, hitting him back, and knocked out. This is getting aggravating, man. Can't recognize the dudes running, so you
like physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football too, you think of all the great coaches they've had: Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it.
Computer cheating and everything they want.
To a T. Beautiful.
Anything they want. No matter what we do.
They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure.
He somehow throws the ball away. But if I'm trying to throw the ball away, it's a sack or intentional grounding. Like, come on, man. It's a sack or intentional grounding every time we do that, but they do that. Oh, it's fair game.
Pressure coming.
Again, this happened yet again, too.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. This drive was
Like,
quick and
I hate this game so much, man. I didn't make it real. I didn't even make it even.
Third and 10.
Like, that's a pick. That's a pick, but no, it's a drop.
Bring up fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and 10 just outside the 30. Can't find his man as he took
So I can't throw it down the field like they can when they get hit by the ball? That's cool. That's cool.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the tight end.
Should be touchdown, but no, because they got a speedster.
Down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Oh my God, he fumbled the football for the third time today.
And that is exactly how you
This game is rigged. This game is rigged for you to lose.
You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Bringing the heat. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. The give to the back.
He'll break the tackle.
The tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. First half.
Lead is rigged. You know, 8's rigged.
Halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Back to throw. It's Street. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Might be looking to run. Going to try to get it himself. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, TCU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They'll line up to go for two.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. Defense might bring the house here. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hainsworth. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Street. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They march to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Turning it on! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Try and play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They go to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. With the catch, it's Hainsworth. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Great move. Now he's got room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Street. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That slices the lead to 2. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll bring it out. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Street. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves them with 3rd and 3. The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running back searching for a hole. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Horned Frog! Quick strike through the air for the score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Street. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hainsworth. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, what a move.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Quick spin on the run.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Rushes on him. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Going for it all. Touchdown, TCU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. To the air, it's Street. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's running free down the middle. Tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Morris. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Back to pass, it's Street. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
If you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got it in the middle. It's Hainsworth. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Wants to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Street. A shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
From the gun on third down. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Second down coming up.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know, at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.